All right, let's go live to NewsNation national correspondent Robert Sherman. He's live for us in Tel Aviv this morning with the latest on those breaking details. Robert, what's the reaction been like on the ground with the news that the hostage release has been delayed?
Yeah, every moment of delay, every day is painful for a lot of these families here, Brooke, because keep in mind that for days, even weeks on end, a lot of these families have been hearing rumblings of a deal coming to fruition, only to have it seemingly disintegrate in the background with not a lot of information going out into the public sphere here. So even with news that there was a deal cut, it's painful for a lot of these families that they have to wait a little bit longer, as some of them don't know if their loved ones will be in the deal or without absolute certainty there. Would also say as well is that there is this heavy dose of skeptical optimism, shall we say, in which people are hoping that all goes according to plan, but they don't necessarily believe that a deal is going to happen, that they're going to see their loved ones again until they walk through the Gaza Strip back onto Israeli soil and are in the arms of their loved ones again. So people still waiting for what's to come here, Brooke.
Yeah, cautiously optimistic, understandably so. Robert, what is the IDF saying today about the ground operation? What's going to happen with a potential pause here?
So with word coming in is that the delay in the truce taking place, the 4-day pause that would be in effect, that with a delay with that as well, the IDF says that they're going to continue their operations on the ground in the Gaza Strip up until that very moment, in which they anticipate that pause is going to last 4 days. That is subject to extension, according to Qatari mediators. But the message that the Israelis have been sending from the top down in Jerusalem to the IDF is that once the pause is lifted, the war will be back on. This is what they had to say.
We are trying to connect the goals of the war so that the pressure from the ground operation brings about the ability to also achieve the goal of this war, to create the conditions for the release of the abducted hostages.
So as we said, the anticipation is that this is going to be a 4-day pause, but there is the possibility that it gets extended if more hostages are released. Brooke?
All right, Robert Sherman in Tel Aviv for us. Thanks, Robert. Stay safe out there.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.